Hi. It has been one of those days where I got back from a long weekend, I guess, aka vacation, and look how fun this is. This is wafts. That has nothing to do with what I came here to tell you, but I'm live and that's what I'm seeing, and you're seeing it too. These like little down in Fraggle rocks. You know that like cartoon with the little animals down in Fraggle Rock? I feel like I've got like a little Fraggle Rock thing going on here. Well, so, okay, come back from a 4-day vacation to a packed day. So I led 2 morning sessions of raw. That was really fantastic. And then I went for a run while I was doing research for an interview that I was going to be doing this afternoon. Did it right. Well, and I also had a workshop, a personal development workshop where it's with Abby Gibbs. I need to tag her in this. But it's on how to write a Tedx and how to do the right application and how to write it. And so one of the things that she talks about is to share that you are working on your Tedx application. So I'm just going to officially put it down. I feel like I'm writing my name in wet cement, and saying that I am working on my Tedx application. I have applied to Greensboro's Tedx probably 4 or 5 times, 5 at the max, 4 at the least, at the minimum, to do a Tedx talk, and have not quite ever been picked. And I know that they get a lot. I know so many people want to do a TEDx, but I am just going to officially tell y'all now I'm working on this application. And it's scary. We had a conversation in Raw today and a little bit yesterday around the word failure. And this was kind of emotionally triggering for a lot of folks, because I say that I wholeheartedly embrace the word failure. And for me, it's important to call failure what it is. This is something I've talked about on the podcast before, but I think that if we're going to succeed, then we absolutely must embrace failure and as a part of the process to success. And then we got into talking about shame. And I honestly have some shame around the fact that I have submitted Tedx applications and that I've not gotten in. But what I learned in this workshop today is that our personal story is not enough, and that what we really need to be doing and focusing on is the impact and the movement. And I wonder if maybe in the past, if I just hadn't focused on impact enough, maybe I was too personal story focused instead of greater impact, greater movement focused. And so Abby Gibbs was really, really great in this workshop. And I had to bounce off a little bit early, so I'm going to have to go back and watch the rest of the replay later, because I actually had to interview someone for my podcast. But I'm just stating publicly to all of you who are listening that I am working on a Tedx application. And I want to have this done by the end of April. And I want to have a couple submitted by the end of April. And she talks about how you need to be able to tell your story in 5 words. And if you can't break it down into 5 words, then you're not there yet. And I think that that's super important. And obviously 1 3-hour workshop I'm not gonna get everything nailed down, but I was even starting to think about what those 5 words would be that would tell my story and connect to all of you, but more importantly, be useful and impactful to the people listening. So that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm working on. It seems a little weird to share this, because all I'm getting on here to do is say that I've experienced failure here in this area of my life in the past, feeling a little vulnerable, and it seems like it seems a little scary to do it, but I'm investing in coaching, like practicing what I preach. We should all have coaches in various different aspects of our life. I'm investing in a little coaching. I'm taking this workshop. I am going to get this out. I'm going to apply to a bunch of them, and we're just going to see where the chips fall, right? And Karen just noted in the comments, she said that a contestant on Project Runway applied every season and finally got it, season 13, and he made it to the finale. So keep swimming. I will keep swimming. Karen, thank you so much for sharing that. Normally I'm so good at embracing failure, but I normally pride myself on public speaking abilities. I have a podcast. I've been telling stories for 2.5 years, and then to get a little bit denied, in the process so many times already. I have to tell you, every time I get that denied, they don't say it quite like that. They're like, we're sorry, we get lots of applications. But when you get that email, it's like a gut punch, right? It's like, oh, golly. So I hope that I'm going to keep sharing this journey with you, all of what I'm working on. I might even sample some of what I think the impact of my talk would be with all of you. And I wanted to share and declare publicly. So thanks for hanging out with me. If you have thoughts, let me know, and I'll be working on this. And I hope you all have a fantastic day. And if there's something that you've tried and failed at or haven't got yet, I don't want to trigger anybody the way I was triggering people this morning with the word failure, but if there's something that you have tried at and failed at, and are willing to try again at, I'd be curious to hear what that is. Like, what's that thing that you're willing to have perseverance, resiliency, and steadiness with? So let me know. Big, huge shout out. Thank you to Abby Gibbs. That's ABBEYGIBBS. She has 2 TEDx talks. She taught today's workshop. She did a great job. And I hope you all have a wonderful day. Thanks for sticking with me, and I will talk to you soon.